Good evening, folks. Welcome to another edition of Grumpy Old Spurs. You've got me, Matt, hosting tonight. With me, as always, is Dave. Dave, how are you?
I'm very well. I would like to say hello to our two live viewers. If you want to, all three, we've gone up to three.
Yeah.
Three. Welcome to the members of the police. I've always liked your recorded output. It's lovely to be here. We have got I'd call this a kind of a gallows humour episode of Grumpy Old Spurs.
Dave, gallows humour is all that we are. Kerry's in the house, look. Phil's in the house. Milton Brader's in the house. Hey, we got a new one.
He's from Australia. What part of Australia are you from, Milton? And Kerry, good evening. Hello, Phil. Sorry. Hello, Phil. Hello. Hang on. Kerry's giving us a like.
Yeah.
We never ask for likes, do we?
No. We got six people in. We're flying now. We are flying.
Milton is from the Gong, down south of Sydney. He's Wollongong, Bangagong, get it on. That's what Milton's doing. Thank you very much. And I hope it's raining as much down there as it is in Sydney. It's pouring it down. Anyway, it's pouring it down in our Tottenham hearts tonight, isn't it, Gibbo?
Yeah, Dave, we come on early, didn't we? Like as we were in the green room, as people call it. and we were just sort of like had these looks on our faces, and we were like, I said, "How are you, Dave?" And you were like, "I'm tired." I said, "I'm tired as well, mate." For the first time, I said, if life, work, family, doing all the things you've got to do, we've been subjected to 2 years or 18 months of this version of Tottenham. And then this week, after being pummeled at home by Arsenal, all the people who you sort of interact with and talk with about football start going, do you reckon you'll get relegated? You're bad, aren't you? You could get relegated. And so now all week we've got that. When we've been saying like for a while, look, we are in trouble. We're a bad team. And so it's like every day you see someone different who you talk to about football. But we've got all our, lovely regulars in the chat. And
hello, lovely regulars.
Let's just get it off our chest, Dave. I mean, before we get into the meat and bones of it, everybody's done it to death, but Arsenal game. Judas' first game. What were you expecting to see, and what did you feel you saw? Go on.
Here's a lovely stat for you.
Yeah.
This is our worst home defeat in the league to the Gooners since Tottenham 0, Arsenal 5, December 1978. And I'm going to give you, here's a quiz.
December, Dave.
Boxing Day, 1978.
I was born December the 7th, 1978.
There we go. And in a world of synchronicity of events happening, you were born December the 7th, and then little old me, aged I think 7 years old, took his little legs to his first North London derby, and after 2 minutes it was either Lacey or Pratt did a suicide back pass. 1 minute, there you go, a suicide back pass to Mark Kendall in goal. And Sunderland got a hat-trick that day. Liam Brady, who was a seriously good player, and all the talk in the press was it was Brady versus Ardiles. We got absolutely smashed. My first North London derby, and also the first riot I ran away from after the game as well. And, I think, is it too much woke culture these days that kids can't get taken to the football by their dads and run away from a riot at the age of 7? Has the world gone woke, Gibbo?
Mate, it is just the way it is, and it's pathetic. You can't go to a football match and like take your kid and be scared shitless about people throwing road signs about in horses, police on horses.
Bricks.
Yeah, what has the world come to, Dave?
It's just woke gone mad, isn't it? I blame Stormer. It's gone mad.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so what did I think? So I watched it blind. Started watching it 4:30 Monday morning. Just the way to start. That's the way to start a working day, a working week, my friend. And I watched it, and I've got to be honest with you. And it's a commitment that we have. We've got to watch as many games as possible to talk with some degree of authority on this award-winning show. That's the deal. That's the contract we make. You got to watch the games. I turned it off at 4-1. Sorry, I decided. I decided to jump into the real life and just said, "I've had enough here." Am I a fair weather fan, Gibbo?
So when you turned it off at 4-1, did you actually think they might go on and get a couple more at that point?
Who, the Gooners? I just had
Yeah.
enough, to be honest. I just thought, you know what? Let's just go to work. Let's just go to work. And the text messages were flying in from Gooners around the world.
Right. Obviously, new manager bounce. We're hoping for a little some of that, possibly.
Yeah.
And then you just sort of, I watched that, and I know people are trying to find green shoots and cling on to something, and so basically, I said to you, I've now started a list, and we're going to do a show on this list come the end of the season. My list is basically on the Monday morning after a game, what excuses are brought out now for why Spurs have lost, because this has been going on for like.
Have you got one
sort
for us?
of like 2 years? I've got the first one. 23rd of the 2nd, 26. Arsenal at home. Free hit. Season starts next week against Fulham. What did we expect? I mean, that is the type of nonsense and low bar, pathetic. That's where we've got to, right?
Yeah.
So next part I've just got right out. 2nd of the 3rd, 26. Fulham away. ... We'll await that. I imagine it'll be something like Fulham are a really good team. You know, they won 3-0 or 3-1 away at Sunderland last week. The form we're in, how can we expect to beat them? You know, and then it will go on. And I just watch that and I hear, people, what do we, bloody, and you think, one, it's a North London derby. At the very least, it's a North London derby. I just felt that, we had some bodies out. We just got steamrolled, really, didn't we? We got we literally got steamrolled. That they ran us into the ground. They have got, obviously they have got far better players than us, and we have got injuries, and they are a better team. But like, they beat Wigan 4-0 the week before, didn't they? Like Wolves, who have been bad, hung in there and sort of like stifled them and sort of stunk them out, so they got the 2-2. We just sort of like rolled over him, and you watch it and you think, really, there's no positive from that.
I'll give you one positive.
Go on.
Now, it's not hard, but Mourn had his best game in the Premier League for us. That's not hard because he's been bobbins, right? However, he did hold the ball up. He did. What else did he do? The goal that was disallowed was bollocks. But Gary Neville, who has the audacity to say the shove in the back the Liverpool player did on Romero and the goal stood, saying that Romero should be stronger, and then turn around and says that little pat, the tap on the back of the defender was a shove. Gary Neville has really got it in for us.
Dave, though, you are right, and I've heard a lot of this as well.
Yeah.
We're past all that now. We're like, whatever Gary Neville thinks, whatever fucking Jamie Redknapp thinks, whatever anybody thinks, it is irrelevant now. We have not got time to worry about what other people think and what they say. Now, Gabriel went down like, it was pathetic going down like he'd been shot like that.
Yes.
But let's be honest, right?
Yes.
So they, in hindsight, they could look at it. But when the two hands go on his back, and this is modern day football, and obviously we've been stitched up. We feel like we've been stitched up because of the Romero goal. Totally understandable. But the minute you watch that in normal time, what was your first? As soon as it went in, and you sort of went, and then straight away, I'm like, he'll give a foul for that.
Yeah, but I was out on the balcony with my shirt ripped off. I was celebrating with my shirt like that, and then the police came.
Boy, did you not have any trousers on?
No, I just went, come on.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, and people say we'll turn the game, and I get that. attitudes change from players then.
Yeah,
But always going to be given a foul. Never going to be changed. If you touch a player in the middle of the park like that when a ball's dropping in the air, they're given a free kick, aren't they?
If you're giving a player your telephone number and the ball's in the air, it's a yellow card these days, you know?
Yeah.
Forget about it.
So you know, like, and Muani did put a bit more effort in. I mean, like, mate, effort now off players is the minimum requirement for me. So I don't really find that a positive. For me, he's just doing what he fucking should be doing.
His job.
That's basically, yeah, he's doing his job, right?
Now, just to cut across with him, and in the purpose of doing our job, I hate to point out 9 minutes late today.
Yeah,
9 minutes late. I mean,
key standards are slipping as well, aren't they? It's
Keith not realise we're in an emergency here. It's not time. Don't start doing a Romero and turning late for training.
Come on, Keith. Keep your standards up, please, for God's sake. But yeah, so I didn't really find, like, we scored the goal and it was great. I was come on, and then we get to half time and you think just maybe, and then that goal, that Gyökeres goal, mate. It was just like, when that goal goes in, you sort of sat there and you're thinking, this is why we're in the shit we're in. Like, just being able to win the ball there, just being able to pass it into his feet. Him sort of have the time, get a fag out of his pocket, light it, take a couple of drags, put it on the floor, stump it out, and then turn around and bout it in the top corner. You're just like, you've been in the changing rooms. You've probably all stood there and said, come on, we've hung in here. We're still in this. And then within minutes, you're 2-1 down.
Do you know what they call having a cigarette in Australia?
No, go on.
It's called having a gasper. Are you having a gasper, mate? Yeah.
Well, that's how it made me. I was having a gasp when that went in, Dave.
A gasper.
I was just like, and then really after that, Dave, I know we spoke about the goal, but then it's just men against little boys, isn't it?
Yeah, and a couple of things again. I do have an agenda. It's called I Hate Our Owners since they appointed AVB. You look at that save by Raya.
Oh, yeah.
You know, David Raya. And who we got in goal?
Yeah. Oh,
Vicario. When I see Dragusin taking a goal kick, it reminds me of when I used to play under 11, under 9 football on full-size pitches. I have played at Hackney Marshes. We didn't normally play there, but I have played on the legendary Hackney Marshes, right?
Yeah.
Which Danny Kelly always goes on about. When you see your centre half taking the goal kick, you just take yourself back to when you used to play as a kid, right?
Yeah, jumpers for goalpost stuff.
And then the second case of prosecution, I know I'm going to say it again. Trossard is by no means a superstar in that squad, but he is a solid. I think he probably plays 20, 25 games a season. He does a job for them. And of course, we were in negotiations, and then obviously Arsenal stepped in because we were faffing around. But remember who we got in instead of Trossard that window?
Dan Juma.
Dan Juma. Well done, you. Well done, you.
It's just like,
go on.
I was just about to say, you're watching Raya ping balls left, right, and centre everywhere. Get the ball in his hands or the ball at his feet, and just pass the ball through our centre forwards into a centre back of theirs who's going to drive it up the field. You see him drive it. They're driving balls out wide to the fullbacks and stuff, and then you watch Vicario kick the ball like a 1980s goalkeeper. Can't even hit the halfway line. Just literally like hands out like that, pair of gloves with them little couple of patches with little dots on. Remember them?
Yeah.
The goalkeeper
and the Velcro, right?
Yeah, that's it. One of them kicks.
Yeah.
Just like that. And you just like, this is where we're going. And then we had, I feel really bad saying this. And, he's had, the guy's been injured. But we were talking about old, bad Tottenham teams, and you were talking about the 96 team and when we bought Vega. And I can remember being sat in the railway. I used to go, obviously, a lot back then. That was sort of like my primer going in all those years.
The
And
90s.
yeah, and we were playing Newcastle, I'm sure we were. And it came on Sky Sports that Vega had been dropped and John Scales was taking his place in the team. And the pub erupted like a goal had gone in because he was being dropped. Now, I watched Dragusin and I thought, this bloke, I think he's levels of Vega bad, isn't he? And we haven't even got a massive sample size, but you just watch him and I just watch him and I think this poor bloke, he is miles out of his depth. Is he Vega levels of bad, Dave?
Well, I'm just remembering to our award-winning show, the worst Spurs 11 of all time, which we might have to revisit in the summer, given the activities of the last 2 seasons. And my 2 centre-halves was John Lacey, who was, of course, the star of the 5-0 drubbing by the Gooners, which we just talked about before.
Yeah.
And Ramon Vega. Now, me and Ramon, I've been a bit kind of pointy with him over the years on Twitter. I'm surprised he hasn't blocked me, but we kind of bonded recently over the fact that he used to like going to Golders Green to get smoked salmon bagels. And we had a good chat about that. Yes. And I do remember seeing Ramon Vega in a restaurant in London's glittering Hampstead once. And I did manage to swerve around him to get to the exit door as easily as an opposing attacker. And my last Vega story, and I've said this before, Barnsley away, relegation season. We're 1-0 down. Spurs fans are fighting each other. Klinsmann misses from 5 yards out. He's hooked at half-time. And Vega gets sent off for a rugby tackle on their forward. And with 10 men, no Vega, we look more solid. Sorry.
For fairness, League Cup final against Leicester was probably the best game he ever played, wasn't it?
And I think he played with a broken toe, foot, ankle, something. He didn't play a game that season.
He was good in that fight. But yeah, and then, so, you know, as you've just gone on to the owners and you look at the players and as well, Dave, because we're going to go on to all these other things. Like Eze, that third goal he scored, they showed it on our telly on ref cam after. Eze, shit-headed by Dragusin. Eze gets in front of Bissouma, who I want to say he had a good first half, but our standards are so low, I don't even know what's classed as good or not anymore. And then if you watch on the ref cam, he just sort of runs off and Bissouma rambles up behind him. And now Eze has took a lot of stick for his performances for Arsenal, and he's not been very good for him, really. Obviously, he's been very good against us. But I watch him and I think of that failed move now. And like, I still think he'd be streets ahead of anything we've got. Absolutely streets ahead. He would still now. I know people got the ump with him and everything, but I think he'd just be levels above what we've got now. And he's been bad for them. And
you're saying that he'd be better than Tell and Odebear? That's ridiculous talk.
Tao Odebear obviously will come on once again. Better than Xavi Simons. He would have been better than him. The players will come on. I don't know whether we're going to come on to the players in the next section and talk about bits like that. But then the fourth goal, mate. I mean, fucking Jed Spence, mate. What? He was awful in that game. Dreadful. You know, and then, like, you know, I just, Dave, maybe to finish it off, people have tried to find positives or people have tried to justify the result. But really, for what it was, and this might help us move on to the next part of the show, that was a derby with a title-winning side and a side that there's a very good chance of going down. What do you think to that?
Are you saying that we're going down, aren't we? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I said that last week, didn't I? I think I've said it for quite a while now.
Has the hearse been called? Are we heading to the graveyard of the Championship? Is that what you're telling me?
I believe so, Dave. I said that last week. I think after that Arsenal game, I put it on X as well, and a few people replied. I think those players are mentally and physically shot. Like I've always said, and well, you can get your bingo card mark now, Dave. Winning's a habit, so is losing. We're in the habit of losing. The players are shot. There's nobody at that club outside of the player group who I think is running the club. There's nobody coming into that workspace and trying to rally the troops or trying to, like, people can see where they're heading. But what's happened there, Dave? You just nipped off because you not take any more. Because you couldn't take any more.
I think I passed out.
But yeah, and I just think, and I think that's where he's gone again.
I don't know what's going on with the graphic. I can't get rid of it. We might have this the whole time. Oh, hang on, that's better. My bad.
Do you want it gone?
Even I'm having a bad performance.
Dave, Dave-O's gone. The players are gone mentally, physically. Dave-O's gone mentally, physically.
I'm just playing for the World Cup now. I'm just trying not to get injured for the World Cup. That's what I'm doing.
You want to do the World Cup shows?
Now, Gibbo, I just want to go back to something you said. Now, I know that Gibbo bingo is winning is a habit, and this, that, and the other. And let's we're in a safe space here. We can talk to each other. We've known each other long enough now, even though we've never met in the real world. I grew up in 1980. So we won a FA Cup in 81, and we won the UEFA Cup in 84, right? And in 1981, once we won at the Library of a semi, we stopped playing in the league. I don't think Archibald scored another goal that season, and we finished 10th, 11th, whatever. The league was, in the end, it was mediocre. It was kind of mediocre the whole season, but we won the FA Cup the first time I'd ever seen us win, and I thought, whatever, right?
Yeah.
In 1984, despite the fact we had a great team, we basically checked out of that, really, and it was all about the UEFA Cup. So I was kind of used to go in a dim and distant past of over 40 years ago of kind of met in the league in the end. We're focusing on cup. So last season I was more laissez-faire.
Yeah, you were more susceptible. Yeah.
I was more laissez-faire.
You were more accepting, weren't you?
I was accepting, and and the fact is that you and Leon, the Ange Undertakers, kept going on about Ange when I knew the inevitability was going. I knew he was going to go, and I was less bothered about that and caught up in the moment, obviously winning it. Little did I realise that in the end, this malaise, which I thought we would keep to one season, has become terminal, and now it is, as Miami Sound Machine would say, emergency paging Dr. Beat. Well, I get that in.
That is where we are. So this is your league table, isn't it, Dave? That you've boxed in.
It's not my league table.
Tell us what you've boxed. Tell us this little area you've boxed in. What's that?
Well, I mean, firstly, I was a bit upset that you didn't kind of give me any praise for the funeral graphic, which I posted on our chat this week. I was saddened by that, but I move on.
Lovely graphic.
I move on.
Go on,
I know I move on. And basically, I have good evening to Sally, Connor's dad. For a minute, I thought he said it's 3 calendar years. I didn't know what was going on about, but now sorry about that. But good evening. So as you can see, with the top graphics that we do here, just like Oso Spurs, I've boxed in red for emergency, where we are at the moment. And as you can see, technically speaking, we're in the shit, right?
It's perilous.
It's perilous. It's like Penelope pit stop. Help. And we're pulling out all the 80s references. So here we are. That's where we are. We've got Fulham on the weekend, which we'll talk about in a bit. But the reality of the situation is West Ham have got a bit of momentum behind them. Forest played well against Liverpool, apparently, and got robbed. Yeah. And Leeds have got something about them as well. Yeah. I think we got Leeds at home as well. So we've got Palace, Brighton, Leeds, Forest all at home. But we're at home and we haven't won there since I went since the 80s or whatever.
2 in 18 we've won, Dave, at home, haven't we?
2 in 18 at £1,000 a season ticket.
4 in a year or so. Someone will put. So, yeah, to my point, Dave, and this is something I've been saying for a while. Even when we weren't in this position, I said to you that we were arguably, for a while, we've been the worst team to watch in the league, the worst footballing team. And I honestly believe now, at this very moment in time, and I think stats might back it up if I could be bothered to look.
If we were on OSA Spurs,
we are the actual, by the stats, by the eye test, we are the worst team in the league. We are certainly one of the worst 3 teams in the league at the minute. And I don't think there can be anybody, if somebody wants to in the chat tell me a worse team, or I don't think there is. We are definitely one of the worst 3 teams in the league, and I'd probably say at the moment we are the worst. So all this, well, we said earlier, didn't we, Dave? The time has come now to stop all this. Like,
stop
we haven't got time to find green shoots, and we haven't got time to say, oh, we are at. We are at the point of just fucking do. Just do.
Oh,
not to dare is to do.
We are the world. We are the children.
Yeah. It is just get stuff done. I don't want to hear talking. I don't want to hear that we've got in, because people say, oh, we've got some of our players coming back. We were shit when they were there. We were losing games when your Porros and Danzos were in the team. It just means we've got more bodies who have been playing shit for 2 years to choose from. That's all that means. Like, the only ones who are exempt from all of that through injuries is Kulusevski and Maddison, really. Even when Romero comes back, he's been part of a team that's been playing shit all year. Who else have we got to come back in after when Romero's back? What other injuries?
Well, we're not going to see him, but he's just, the point is he's shit.
Yeah, well, he's just.
I quite like Tiny Dancer. I do quite like him.
No, I'm not. I do. I think that if you're going to look at anything, you say Danzo comes back in. Paulina's got to go in the middle of midfield and just start wrecking everything. Get Conor Gallagher in there running about and getting up with the front 2. Even though he's been bad, he's got a goal in him. He's proved he can do that at Chelsea. We don't need Sarr just running around the pitch. We do not need Sarr just running around the pitch. And then get Simmons playing number 10. We haven't got another one. But just start doing what you're getting paid for, what we bought you for, what everybody keeps telling me he can do. Time to just see a little bit of that now. 1 goal this season, 1 fucking goal in the Premier League. And it's just time to stop bigging up these players and saying they are good players. They're just so low on confidence. It's fucking rubbish, mate. They're not very good. Van de Ven is fast. He's very fast. He makes up ground. He can put some thundering challenges in. But he's not as good as everybody makes out. I genuinely, Dave, I'm at the point where I don't care if any of these players go at the end of the season. I do not care. Their attitudes, everything about them now. It's like, so, just whatever they do, they've got to find something in them. And I don't think they can. I don't think they've got it in them. How do you feel about it all?
Well, I mean, you've been gloriously ranty tonight. For me,
sorry,
but out the 2 of us, I'd definitely give you the man of the match performance as we enter half time, and maybe we can get our loyal viewers to vote who's been man of the match so far between the 2 of us. I've managed to knock myself out of the screen. I've put the wrong graphic up. By the way, the graphics will get even more blurry. I think you're definitely putting a fine first half performance. Well done, mate.
Thank you, Dave.
It's a pleasure. Someone asked a question on Twitter this week. Who in the squad? Who do you actually like as a person / player in this squad? Who do you actually like? And I go through it, and I like Danzo. I quite like Danzo. Right? I think he seems like a humble geezer, and he knows his limitation, and I like him. He's honest.
Yeah.
I like Lucas Bergvall. I think he's got a bit of shithousery about him. I think he's got a bit of the dark arts about him. He has just been played in the wrong position all season by Thomas Frank, right?
Yeah.
So those two I like.
Archie Gray's non-offensive, isn't he?
Archie Gray. He does look a bit like that kid from, is it Adolescence? Is it? What was
But
that?
Dave,
Yeah, but anyway, mate. So Paulinho, I quite like him as well, right? I quite like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a clogger, but we needed a clogger.
He's just a nothing.
No, but we need him. I want him.
Yeah.
He's not a kid. I want him as a number 6 against Fulham. Might not happen, right? That's probably about it, really. I mean, you know, Solanke and his anime and his sore. I mean, he's got a sore throat.
Oh, don't.
Graham Roberts. I saw Graham Roberts stick Charlie Nicholas into the stand at the library. I think New Year's Day, 1986. He had a sore throat. And did you see what he was wearing on the bench? You know, is it a snood, very woolly scarf round his neck? He was protecting his neck. And apparently Van der Ven's got a finger injury or there's something wrong with his finger.
That nearly sent me over the edge. They got that wrong. Apparently they use the same word in Croatia for finger, and it's a toe injury he's got. It's not his finger, it's his toe. But when they're saying Solanke's out with a sore throat, I'm like, what next? What next? Xavi Simons with a poorly tummy. Is he not going to play because he's got a poorly tummy next week? I mean, this is where we're at, mate, isn't it? Like, and obviously, Connor's dad's in here, and I've watched a bit of their show, and Billy T was on, and it's like he said, could you ever see Harry Kane? Could you ever see Harry Kane missing a North London derby with a sore throat?
No,
not happening, is it?
What do you do when you have a sore throat? Phil's come in with Phil, who's I think our medical expert tonight. You don't have antibiotics. Okay, Phil. So what if you have a sore throat, Gibbo? How do you treat it?
You get some hall soothers, don't you, Dave? Get some paracetamol in you and just fucking get on with it. I
have a saltwater gargle. They're good. Then put a throat lozenge in, and then I get on with life.
Yeah.
I don't go into work with a giant snood wool scarf around my neck and go.
But if he's that bad, why is he on the bench?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. We've got a conspiracy theory. It's COVID. It's COVID. There we go.
Look. It's just the whole thing, isn't it, Dave? Like you.
We don't like. So let's go through the org structure.
Connor's old man in here.
Yeah.
Just let me. He put in Danzo. Danzo is average. Yeah, he is. He is, mate. He is. But the bar's low.
But he knows his limitations.
Yeah.
Manzo,
and I'm going to say, and I'm going to say something that will probably upset a few, and I don't mean it in this. I think Archie Gray is a good lad. I think he's a nice footballer.
Yeah.
But he's not really good enough, is he, for where we believe? I mean, it might be now, but for where we
he's good enough for now.
He's good enough for now, but he's not that good, really, is he? What does he do? He's neat and tidy. He's technically okay. He can play in lots of positions. He gives it his all. But the quality is not there, really, is it? It's just about the owners. Well,
that's a low hanging fruit to slag off, to be honest with you.
But what I'm saying is, Dave,
he
if you put him in a really good squad, he'd come in and he'd do bits and pieces. But
that's
for what we need, we're not good. Saw.
What is he good for? Absolutely
nothing. So
say it again.
And it's just I just look Dragusin.
Is he the most? I mean, we've already said it. Is he the worst centre half? Would he go in the worst all-time team? We're revisiting it over the summer.
Close. And here's another one.
Go on, Dom. You go
Gallagher.
first. Yeah,
I think if we stay up and we have a coherent team and a decent coach, and we don't need him and Sarr. We don't need him and Sarr.
No, we don't.
Right? there'll be a place for him, and we'll probably see more about him if we got somebody who can actually hold the midfield and he can. I mean, it's like he didn't know whether he was Arthur or Martha on Sunday. He's just running aimlessly about, couldn't lay a glove on Declan Rice, who I know is a good player. But you just look through these players now, and I know, Dave, you'll come back at me on this one. The time has come now. Xavi Simons, I listen to the Extra Inch, and they're usually very, very balanced on players. They don't go in 2-footed on them really or whatever. And it's like they said, Xavi Simons, we didn't get the players we wanted, and really he is like a Nico Cranchar level player. Nico Cranchar used to come in, score a few goals, come on again, score a few goals, then he'd have a run in the team as being picked from the start, and he was crap. And then he'd go out.
No, I'm sorry. Hang on a minute. Sorry, I am going to come back at you, but not on Xavi Simons, on Nico Cranchar. I like Nico Cranchar.
Yeah, but what I did as well, he had a role in the squad.
Yeah, but I had this romantic vision that Modric and Cranchar was our Croatian Ardiles Sevilla.
Yeah.
And then this Welsh kid with massive ears finally got good. And Cranchar went out the squad. And then Cranchar started to put on a bit of the old timber in that second season with us. And he should have been rotated more with Van der Vaart, who was always ran out of steam at 60 minutes. So I won't have that about Nico. Sorry. I like him. And he's a good-looking geezer as well. And I give him props for that as well.
Nico Cranchar was a really good player. He was a fantastic squad player. He was a fantastic squad player, but he was never going to be the bloke to play week in, week out. And he wasn't going to be the man who played week in, week out and take it to the next level and sort of get on the ball and turn the game for you and be the main man. And unfortunately, I've been saying it for ages, and we're getting to the point now. Xavi Simons is not that guy either. He's just not. We have massively overpaid for Xavi Simons, and he has been massively overrated. Massively.
Now, I know you've got your American baseball cap on, and you went public enemy earlier in the season of don't believe the hype with Xavi Simons. Do you like what I did then? Clever.
Yeah.
No, brilliant. I mean, we've just lost a viewer. So anyway, so basically, Xavi Simons had one of his worst games, but I think Arsenal and Arteta played him brilliantly. They really did. They kicked the shit out of him. They didn't give him any space, and I think people are working that out. Obviously, you see in the Champions League against Dortmund and all that, he's got more time. He's got more time on the ball, and he's more effective. But he also needs players around him as well who are a bit better than what they're doing. But I agree. Very frustrating. I agree with you. Very frustrating. We've now lost 4 viewers because of Nico Cranchar and Louis Armstrong's trumpeting in the background. So there we go. So basically, the situation is this. He is our only playmaker. He was our third choice signing of the summer. We paid 60 million for him because we were desperate, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got him out of the league. We've got him out of the league. We've got him out of the league this season. We've got him out of the league that this season is showing that anyone who's come from the Bundesliga is taking a long time to settle in. All right. And feels, we are balanced here.
Oh, the bar is so frigging low. It's just so low. I mean, I know Arsenal are what they are, and they might have played him brilliantly.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a few good games in the Champions League, has he? But a lot.
He's had a couple of good games in the Premier League. As well.
8 out of 10 games in the Premier League, he's been decidedly average, hasn't he? At best.
Along with
then he has 2 really let's say 7. He has 7 mediocre, 1 fucking shocking, and a couple of good games. And that's where we are really. And I just think that's so we'll talk about do we want to go down, Dave? Obviously, we don't want to go down. But there is nothing good about going down. There is nothing good. But the only thing I can
we might have to clip that one up.
There is only one thing I can think of that would be worth it. That a lot of these players and players on big money would just go.
1 second there, Gibbo. 1 second. I've got a question for you on a musical thing. What's your favourite song by the Eagles?
My favourite song by the Eagles is "Take It to the Limit."
I think you were meant to say "Life in the Fast Lane."
Sorry, yeah.
"Life in the Fast Lane" is your favourite song by the Eagles, and it's a new feature of our show going forward. It's "Life in the Championship." Oh, nice work, Gibbo. Here we go. "Life in the Championship." So tonight we are going to have an exclusive look of what life in the Championship is going to be like. 29. We're now up to 29. We could get up to 30. Anyone, we never say this. If you want to press the like button, and apparently it helps our algorithm and all that.
We'd love that, wouldn't we, Dave? We need some positivity.
Yeah, we got 10p going in some bank account somewhere in the world, which we never see.
Please smash the like button.
Yeah, smash the like, super chat, super like, super whatever. So anyway, let's look at the. This is obviously the truncated championship because I can't fit the whole thing in. But I've knocked out the top 2 teams on the basis they're going out. I've knocked out, I think, the bottom 3. So let's just look at it from if I was living in London point of view. Charlton, bit of a slap across the Thames, to be honest with you. QPR, I've always said soft spot for QPR, Loftus Road, great stadium. And I know quite a few QPR people as well, so that's cool. Watford, just up the road from my mum, Gibbo. And it's just up the road from the Harry Potter studio. So you could do 2 in 1. 2 in 1 day out. You'd like that,
I know where I'd rather go.
I've been to the Southampton St Mary's. I've been there where we lost 1-0 thanks to the Boxing Day 2001. Ipswich is a bit of a slap, and there's no way ever you are going to get me to Millwall. All right. Yeah. So from your point of view, you are the head of Worcester Spurs, the Worcester Spurs chapter. We know that. The gravitas that you have. What looks good for you for next season?
So the best, Coventry would be really good, but obviously they're going up. How's your luck? And the other one is West Brom is extremely close. And not only that, the guy I work for, he's a Liverpool fan, but his wife's a massive West Bromwich Albion fan. So they've got a hospitality box at West Bromwich Albion. So next year, if we go down, I'd be obviously invited to that, and I'd get in nice plush seats and hospitality and everything. But how's your luck? They're probably going to go down as well from the Championship, so I won't even be afforded that. But yeah, we've got West Brom for me, West Brom, Birmingham, Stoke. I don't know who's coming up from League 2 day, but obviously, like I said, Cov would be all right.
Steady, Gibbo, that would require about another minute of work for me before the show.
But Watford isn't a bad journey for me.
It's like the road for my mum. You can go say hello to my mum, pop in and say hello. I mean, she's a gooner, but she's lovely.
Derby. I mean, it's either going to be Leicester or West Brom, isn't it? So there'll be one of those. So yeah. But I mean, Dave. Will it be the biggest shock, like relegation?
Because we all know football did not begin before the Premier League, so I think in the Premier League, us going from the Super Cup final in August to Sheffield United away the following August. That's
Deepdale.
That's bad, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Preston away, pre-show hosted by Scott Minto, Lee Hendry, and the likes doing all the commentary and stuff on the FL 72 or whatever it's called show.
I'll have to get us a new streaming service, but as in not streaming. Sorry, to watch it here, it's on a different provider. No, that's more money.
Dave, shall we do? Yes. I mean, this. Are we going to do on this show, or do you think we should save it, see how we get on this week, and then maybe we could get everybody to join in, and we could sort of like say who's going to stay or who'd go if we got relegated players in the squad. You don't
want to do what I prepared earlier.
Yeah, I want to do what you prepared earlier. I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, do you mean what we could do is we could reconvene the transfer committee?
Yeah.
We can have an emergency transfer committee, right? And we can, and the brief is we're in the Championship. So don't start talking about bloody fucking Jack Green. I'm trying to think of someone. Anyway,
and just
don't
on
give
another,
me Jared Braithwaite. Go on.
Yeah, just on a little tangent before we go on to your slide. Can you imagine that if we get relegated, and some of these players in the Tottenham squad demand to leave because they are better than that, and they need to be playing at better clubs and playing in the Champions League or in Europa Leagues? Can you imagine having that conversation? Can you imagine have that conversation with some of them? The fucking cheek of it.
Well, hang on, imagine this: we're down, we're relegated, and then we're sitting and we're watching the World Cup in the US, your favorite country, and then you see Romero and Van der Ven and all these players playing brilliantly in the World Cup, and you're sat there knowing we've got to go to Preston. How would that make you feel?
I think I'm at the point where we said earlier. I think I just laugh, Dave. I think I just laugh. Well, that's if Van der Ven gets picked for Holland, isn't it? Because he's not. I don't think he's a first choice.
We'll play left back.
He's a first. Does he actually start left back? Is he actually a starting left back? Wow. Can't get in at centre half for him then. Who plays centre half for him? Do you know?
I don't know. Hang on, slow down. I didn't give you who's coming up from League Two. Do me a favour. If we haven't got HG on, he'd know, but we haven't got him on. And then just finally, before I move on, I just want to give you this thought. It's not all about me, as my mother used to say when I was a kid. But August the 1st, Chelsea are playing Tottenham in Sydney. So you imagine we have been relegated and I'm in a stadium ram full of Chelsea fans and we've been relegated. Just picture that. That is going to be a very awkward night out in Sydney, let me tell you. Now, I've looked ahead and you've asked the question, well, what is this is, remember, this is our session called Life in the Championship, as per the Eagles. So we've looked at where we're going to go next year. Let's have a look at the squads that I think we'll have for next season. All right? This is what I've picked. So this is our Championship starting 11. You ready, Gibbo?
Yeah.
Let me take you through it. I've gone with a yellow graphic this week to make it look a bit more clearer after last week's kind of green faded. In goals, Kinski. It's an obvious choice. Unless he decides even he doesn't want to stay around. Ben Davis, servant, captain for us.
New contract.
New contract. I think Danzo and Planterfoot, who we signed in the summer, he's definitely going to come back in.
Who's Takai?
Yeah, he's got plantar foot. Whatever he's got wrong with his foot. Anyway,
he's been shocking. I
don't know. Where's he gone? Do you know?
He's gone to Germany. Apparently, he's not been very good. But
in the Bundesliga, that's good. Yeah. We got Phillips and Dorrington. Those old favourites. Remember, every 2 years ago, Donnelly and Dorrington. What?
Give Dorrington. Yeah.
We get him in because the what's his name, Vuskovic. He'll stay out in the Bundesliga for another season. He'll want to play with his brother.
Yeah.
So there we go. We've got a new player. It's called Gray Basuma. I forgot to put the divide thing in there. So Graham Basuma's going to get a new deal. Okay. He's going to get a new deal. And there'll be an announcement with there'll be a club announcement on the website with a load of balloons. And then he'll do a helium voice and announce he's got a new deal.
Yeah.
Bergvall, I'd like to stay. I suspect. I mean, he signed a new contract in the summer. Has it got a release clause? I mean, if I was Bergvall, I'd be out the door, and I don't blame him. Or Donnelly. Everyone goes on about Donnelly.
I think he can't get in anywhere, can he?
He's 28
can't get in anywhere.
Yeah, but a lot of these players to the Championship. That is my thinking. That's my thinking. Yeah, but they got Championship experience. Madders. I think. Dom.
I think Maddison would stay, and I think he'd be excellent in the Championship. That's just my opinion.
Unless he's kicked out of the Championship for a third of the season. Bergvall Liverpool probably is going to do a double rate. Anyway, moving on. We've got Mikey Moore because he's a talent and he's doing brilliantly in the Scottish Premier League, which is probably equivalent to the bottom half of the Championship. So we got him. Yang Min, of course, who is not getting he's not getting a game in for where's he at? Coventry?
He's moved from Portsmouth to Coventry. Right? Load of shit, yeah.
Okay, now we've talked about Langer's speech. He said that Calvert, we're ambitious in the summer. I'm going ambitious with the next 2 picks. Calvert-Lewin, we're going to persuade him to come down. We're going to give him a lot. Remember, we're breaking the wage structure. It was announced this week for the 25th season running and no correlation to season ticket renewal time. Calvert-Lewin in. Jack Clark, he's back. He's one of our own. He's doing all right at Ipswich.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
He's doing all right. Then,
all right.
And speaking of one of our own, our new coach next season will be Kieran McKenna, because all you Poch lovers, he ain't gonna do the championship. He's gonna go championship or Copa America. I'm staying in the Copa America. Yeah, He'll stay on with the US. And finally, we need someone who knows the championship inside out, knows how to bring a team up. Director of football, Neil Warnock. Now, hear me out here. Leeds, when they went down or they were down, they got in Vinnie Jones. Howard Wilkinson bought Vinnie Jones either from Chelsea or Wimbledon. And he had him there. He got them up to the first division. And then he sold him straight away. You need these people that we need to get in to get us out of the championship. And then we kind of buy your Ardiles and Villa World Cup winners when we come back up. And there's 2 more things I wanted really to press you with. Hang on. First of all, I think Connor's dad's still not got the old spell check on the old.
He's on the simmer frame.
He's on a simmer frame like a soup.
Yeah.
And finally, if we go down, I was working this out. Realistically, the next time we're going to play European football, I think, wouldn't be to the 28-29 season. Because you go down, 26-27, we're going to come back up if we're lucky. 27-28, we'll get European football through the league position because you can't get it through the championship. So I think 28-29, we go down will be the next time we see European football. How depressing.
Yeah, I mean, like obviously, as we all know, I've got a lot of family who support Villa, and they went down. They had a couple of seasons where they were really bad, some bad players, and they went down, and they've come back, and they're where they are now. The same as Newcastle. So it'd be a little bit of a long road, but it can be done. But they got investment. Both clubs got investment eventually, and owners who sort of backed them and wanted sporting success. So it is possible. But that team you go through, Dave, you say some of them players still not good enough for the championship. Is ultra competitive.
No, I know,
isn't it?
I know.
I mean, like the likes of Bassoon ain't gonna say, we'll go for it. But like Jed Spence, for me, if we went down, Jed Spence has got no right to be saying he should be playing Premier League football or going. I think Porro would probably go. I think Spence gone. But I want Spence gone. This is going to be another conversation, is it? Because like, I've said this, but I don't want to get relegated. But some of those, whatever happens, there has got to be, like people used to justify Spurs' bad performance by saying we're rebuilding. We'd finished fifth the year before, and to protect old Ange and protect players or whatever it was. Oh, this is a rebuild. You haven't got patience for it. And I'm like, we finished fifth last year. You move on from fifth. You don't rebuild.
Yeah.
But that's what it is now, isn't it, Dave? It will be a rebuild. And I just think...
Another rebuild.
Another rebuild. But it actually is. For the first time now, it actually is. Whether we go... That's fair enough, King Oddle. But whether we go down or whether we manage to stay up, you've got to clear the decks. We've got to clear the decks and start to rebuild, because not only have we got some shit players who people big up, but we've just got some bad apples as well, haven't we? Bad attitudes. Even Tudor said it, didn't he? Bad habits. Just fuck them off. Just time to clear the decks and like your Vicar. I mean, leadership group. My God, the Tottenham Hotspur leadership group. You would not want that. You would not want them leading your company, would you, Dave? What a bunch of like non-leaders you could get in the leadership. Vicario.
Oh, don't get me started on him again. Let's move forward, because as we know, Last week was a free hit. It's in your book of excuses.
Yeah.
The season starts now. Apparently, they were running in training in March.
Yeah.
Pre-season training this week is in March. And here we go. Here we go. We have got Fulham away. And as part of as I can't be asked doing any proper pictures, here's Hugh Grant and Lily Allen crying at the Europa Cup final the other year. So I'm going to admit something to you, Gibbo, and you're not going to like it. I put a $20 bet on Fulham to win 2-1, and Ryan Sessegnon gets one of the goals. How do you see it on the weekend?
I don't think we'll win. I think fair play. I can't pick a score, Dave, but I said after the Arsenal game, I can't see who we beat. I know it doesn't work like that, and maybe we will, but at the minute, I just can't see us winning a game. I can't see us beating Fulham. They are a decent Premier League outfit. Well organised, good players. Their tails will be up. They put it in. They'll smell blood, and they can execute. They've got a plan of how they sort of play, and they'll execute it. And I think I just think they'll beat us. So,
have you ever been to Craven Cottage?
I've never been to Craven Cottage, to be fair. It's one of the places I've been to.
It's lovely. Obviously, a lovely part of London, and it's a nice ground. You'd like it. Unfortunately, you're not going to get to do that in the Championship next year. But anyway, might get them in the Cup because we'll be earlier in the League Cup as well in the Championship. You know that.
Yeah, Tottenham have got
you get more games. Yeah, you get more games in the Championship, and
you went to the Cups earlier.
Yeah, I mean, and apparently the season tickets are frozen, and the renewal deadline is to 3 days after the season's ended. You got to love it, Nick.
The average season ticket in the Championship is about £400-500.
Yeah.
So to watch that, but I mean, so Dave, before we go, right, your opinion now. I think we're going to struggle to win games. I just can't see who we beat. We made that list of the teams where we think we're getting the points. The Forest game now, I can't see us beating Forest at home. Palace, I think, are pretty dodgy. Could possibly still see us winning that, but
Brighton,
I'm asking you now. They got a good. I think they'll play They play decent football, even though they've been bad. They're just nothing about them. But at least they keep hold of the ball and knock it about and create a bit. They haven't got they haven't been what they were last season, but they're better than us. Like last season when they beat us on the last game of the season, I know they were all pissed up, but they just took us to the cleaners. They're just a decent footballing outfit, even though they haven't been performing very well. I can't see us. I just can't see us winning a game at the minute. Do you think, as it stands, where's your head now? Are we staying up or are we getting relegated?
No, we're going down. We're going down. The nightmare scenario I had literal nightmares about in 1998 of us going down and Arsenal winning the double is about to happen in reality. Because in 1998 we had Ginola. Klinsmann was shit. We had Judas.
But he knew where the back of the net was, mate.
Well, yeah. We had Judas in defence. We had Ginola, who was playing really well. Ginola kept us up, albeit we had Ramon Vega. But I think we're going down. And, without wishing to say winning is a habit, we ain't won since December the 28th in the most dire game of football that was as well. I think I fell asleep during that and I'd woken up to watch it, right? So I think we're going down. I'm very sorry. I really don't want it. Life is going to be hell. And we will be the biggest punch bag. Yeah. We are the biggest punch bag at the moment. We really are. Everyone's taking the piss out of us.
I hope that for every time we're shit and lose, West Ham and Forest are going to be shit and lose. But when you watch them, I watched Forest play Fenerbahce last week and they looked all right. And I watched them play Liverpool and they look a better outfit than us. I watched Wolves play, look a better outfit than us. I've watched West Ham play. They look a better outfit than us. And I just think, and like I said, we're at the point now where the eye test and statistically, we are bad by every metric going. And I just And Palace is the only thing at the minute I think we could if we turn it on a bit. But we got to go to Liverpool, Chelsea. And I just think our only hope, and to have hope, just hope is never good. But I think our only hope is that Forest and Forest and West Ham are as bad as us and can't pick up results. But I think they've got a couple of results in them.
Yeah, but the thing is, Gibbo, we don't have one player in form. I can't think of one player who's got any semblance of form at the moment. You've got players who are bang out of form and bang shit. You've got players who are just average and meh. I'm struggling to think who is actually in any kind of form at the moment. And goes back to 98 when I said, Ginola, the second half of that season, he kept us up. He really did, right? I remember a big game that we had over Liverpool or Bolton at home. I think we won 1-0, and he was fantastic, right? But he just had a free roll up top, and that was it. You know, we had people like Musa Saib, and wasn't that Italian bloke with the dodgy knee? He was in the FA Cup final.
Oh, Bertie, right? Nicola Bertie.
Yeah, him. So anyway, we've got one more quick thing to talk about after this. What is your prediction then for Fulham? We're going to lose?
Fulham win. Fulham win. Fulham win.
All right. Now, just to finish off very quickly, for old time's sake, what's that on your head again?
This.
Yeah, what's that? What cap is it?
Philadelphia Eagles.
And what sport do they play?
NFL. I know what's coming.
For old time's sake. So what's going on the pitch here, Gibbo?
That's a bit of he's just throwing the ball and Prince Charles. But Dave, it doesn't matter. League One. Oh, King Charles, sorry.
What's the matter with you?
I know. Sorry, Dave. But look, Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two. That's always going to be going on at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, isn't it, Dave?
Gibbo, one last question. Who's that woman in the green jacket?
Phoebe, somebody. She did used to play for the UK NFL team, and I believe the Buffalo Bills in the USA. She was a coach there.
I didn't know that. I never knew that. And anyway, we haven't done that all season, so I thought
no. That's how bad it's got.
That's how bad it's got. We're putting out slides, which has got nothing to do with this from last season.
And one thing we were going to say, look, people in the chat, if there's anybody who fancies coming on this show with me and Dave to sort of like put your views across, it's easy. If me and Dave can do it, I mean, Dave will sort some slides out, but if me and Dave can do it, anyone can do it. Please DM us or whatever.
DM us on the account, though, on the Lads It's Tottenham account. There's two Lads It's Tottenham accounts on Twitter. Someone came in after us, cheeky. Don't DM that person. They won't be able to help you. DM us. We'd like to kind of get other people involved. All you need is a microphone and earpiece and
to even start off, Dave, they can do it off the phone, can't they? To start off with, you can do it off the phone.
I do. And look, we've lost 5 people. 5 people are so appalled by the thought of coming onto this, they've run off.
Yeah, but look, that everybody who's been in the chat, thanks for sharing the misery. We'd like to say things can only get better, but there's still another 2 leagues under the Championship, isn't there, Dave, in the Football League? So, look, I suppose we got to say it, Dave. Thanks for joining us, and come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.